Hello, this is Joseph Planchette, aka Legendary Frog, and with me is Luke D. Aora.
Luke Ayora,
D.
yes.
Aora. The voice of Link. This movie right here.
There I am.
Proof right
Hello.
there. Luke D. Aora as Link. So, Return of Ganondorf, 2003.
Sometimes I still can't believe that I was in this movie because it was on top of the portal for a really long time. And like people recognized me in person.
Yeah, your voice fit Link really well, actually. This is
Yeah.
like the idea behind this cartoon is kind of reverse the roles of the hero and the villain. Um, just the idea that Link is just trying to catch Ganondorf in the act of being evil, but no, he's a changed man, just like you say.
Oh god. I remember recording this on like a really crappy like lapel mic from Radio Shack.
Oh, we all had crappy mics back then. One thing about all these old movies, especially for the more amateur people, is just the computer fans in the background and all the static and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
You can like hear my mom calling me to dinner.
Mom, I'm recording flash videos for Newgrounds.
I'm the hero of time.
Did you know that the poster in the back there changes depending on what day of the week it is?
Yes. I thought that was very cool. I love these poses too.
Yeah, little ninja
It's
poses.
always like that one looks ridiculous. I love it.
Look, I did what I could without actually redrawing any bodies here. Will you ever forgive me?
The eyebrows, I'll never forget.
Ganondorf sounding like Sean Connery was just a product of I can't do many voices, and it just came out of me trying to do I don't know, some sort of evil villain voice. This is how it came out.
Well, style at the time was to try and do everything yourself, and I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, like the One Ring movies up to like number 3, I practically did all the voices because, like, who else would I call? I always like that little sprite mini movie there.
Like the little eyebrow from Evil.
Yeah, I like my eyebrows. I like to make them wiggle. Okay, so these people aren't me.
I liked their voices. Like if you had actual females to voice characters in your cartoons, you were the king of Newgrounds.
I think I just asked like some of the fans that were talking to me, saying, "Hey, do you want to do like? Yeah, I know you like voice acting. You want to voice Zelda, or whatever." I don't think I auditioned or anything. Um, no, it's sad.
My voice is still all squeaky.
How old were you
Something's-
when you voiced this?
God, probably 17 or 18.
Yeah. Sure. This joke, people tell me, is like made them LOL.
I know I know what made me LOL. It's the facial expression that's coming up right there. It is.
Yeah. All the
Here's
lines
where
are different. All the
I
lines are
mispronounce a
different.
word. I mispronounce a word. Coming up.
Oh, like this.
What's a Kessie? It's a Keese. I called it a Kessie.
I thought it was Kessie, but you're right. It is Keys or Keys. I was always proud of that fairy graphic. You know, it looks so simple these days. Oh, look, turns out Link's the evil one.
I still do a decent evil laugh.
So the movie is over, but I want to talk a little bit more here. Oh, like
Rock the
this.
house first.
What? This something you had at the end of your just at the end of your lines, right? Just for fun.
I always do that. Oh God, this, Kenny, Kenny, just stop it. Oh God, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I was looking at the voices, and I'm fairly confident. I apologize to the voice actress, but one of the the voice actress for Senya was the voice of Malon. It looks like.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Um, man, that has aged pretty well, and it might just be like nostalgia and like I don't know. It's aged pretty well to me.
Yeah. People always say that like because I look at my old cartoons. It's more like I see all the problems, but people always say no, no, no. It's like no, they're like they hold up, like they have nostalgia for it and all that stuff. So I always did like this one though. The movie's over, but I want to keep talking for a little bit.
Oh yeah, no problem. Go for it.
So this was a secret movie of mine. I didn't tell anyone about it except for the people that obviously were doing the voices for it. And I just kind of released it one day, like just out of the blue. Like I didn't tell the Newgrounds bulletin board or like the forums. I didn't tell any of my friends except for the people involved. I said, "Here you go, Zelda parody." Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool for back in the day.
That was definitely cool. Like you had a pretty big presence on Newgrounds, and so it's like, oh crap, Legendary Frog, like new Legendary Frog movie. It's pretty crazy. Like looking back at it, and just I don't know. I always think about the other people that were on Newgrounds as well, and just how I don't know. Everybody just got propelled in different directions, and have all gone on to do like really cool things. And whether you think so or not, I will say that the ToonWorks movies and everything that you've been doing in the last couple of years, it's really high quality stuff. Like
It
it's
kind of
still
ironically, well, some of the other voice actors, or not voice actors, Flash animators back in the day, have gone on to do like Game Grumps and create Nintendo Switch games. Um, Not a lot of them make movies anymore, and I guess since I'm not making Nintendo games, I'm just still here making movies. You know,
yeah, nothing wrong with that. And honestly, like I don't in order to kind of get like that viral popularity, you have to I don't know, you have to be willing to go in certain directions and make jokes about like wieners and all that stuff. I think I talk about this every time we do like a commentary, but like you stayed true to yourself, and that is really important because I think anybody could go out there and start a Twitch channel and shriek like a girl and play Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever and build like a following. But like that's it's not like you to do those kinds of things and to just not be Joseph. So it's like it doesn't matter if you never make $1 million or whatever. Like you were true to yourself, and it still shows. And I don't know. That's really important.
oh Luke,
I know.
do you remember when um I was kind of making a sequel to this movie, and you did some voices for it, but I don't think all the voices were complete yet.
I vaguely do. And I remember once I got into college and all that stuff, like
It was
my
kind of hard to get a hold
ability,
of you.
oh gosh, it was impossible. And I always, I don't have a lot of regrets. The first, that I actively think about every now and then, it's pronounced Keese, not Kessie. Like that's, like sometimes you might think of like an awkward thing you did when you were younger, and it's like 20 years later, and you're like, oh gosh.
I
Well,
made one of the most popular Zelda cartoons of the 2000s, and I mispronounced the Zelda enemy.
but like, I definitely wish I would have kept up with that stuff in college because I don't. When I look back, like I played a lot of video games, I drank a lot of alcohol, and now I don't have time for either of those things, and I don't know how to animate much anymore. So it's like I don't know. I wish I would have at least kept those skills intact in some capacity. Um, but what can you do? Like I have like a career now that's kind of unrelated to anything I actually want to do, but I have the means to hopefully, get back on track and do the voice acting stuff that I really, really liked doing when I was younger.
Mhm. Well, um, the sequel to this movie not happening was not your fault, so don't don't worry about that.
I was never 100% sure, but I appreciate that.
No, it was. I talked about this a long time ago on Twitter, and I made the script available. Actually, I don't know how many people actually know about it. I'll put a link somewhere. But it was called Quest for the Triforce, and
Hmm.
it was about Link, trying to find the Triforce in the Ocarina of Time, which was the big internet rumor back in the day.
Yeah.
So he had this list he basically printed out from GameFAQs about all these crazy things he had to do in the Zelda world in Ocarina of Time, and I think it had potential. Is this just mainly is one of those ones where I was working with another animator, and they just kind of fizzled out after a little bit, um, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, like I think some of the best things that came out of Newgrounds like involved collaboration with others. And just in my experience, one of the most difficult things to do ever is to make something with another person,
Mhm.
especially over the internet. Like you never know what you're gonna get. And
Yeah,
even when you think
like
you know,
on Wondering 3, like the Final Fantasy random battle movies with Flash Brothers, and a couple other of my movies, like it went perfectly. They were all on board, and but yeah, but just some of them, maybe it was a little bit above their experience level, which I think was kind of the case with this one. Um, oh, not this one, but the Quest for the Triforce. I think the best thing to come out of that though is I redid all the models, and it really helped me expand my style. Um, maybe I'll put them on screen here so you
yeah,
guys can
I
see.
remember those. I
I put them
was
on DeviantArt and stuff, like so they're not like hidden or anything. But yeah, like it kind of took me beyond the chibi style I was kind of known for with like the big round eyes and like little bodies, and kind of evolved it to the next level, which I didn't really use in cartoons much because it was kind of after my time doing that. But like it went on to like Toonworks and stuff. Kept on evolving from there, and
Yeah, and I mean it's I really like the art that you do. Like I think it has character and it looks really good in motion. Um, I don't know what more could you want? Like I guess you could be like, crazy frame by frame animator and make like I don't even know where I'm going with this. I think it's great. And it's not only it looks good, but it's also pretty manageable and it seems pretty organized so that to bring one of those models into a cartoon, like how to set it up in a way so that you can just get going with it, whereas I know I struggled with it and a lot of other animators did, that whole organization piece and getting things on the right layers and making the models in a way so that everything animated correctly, like bleh.
I'm still not good with organizations. Like even with the models we're working with now for like One Ring 4, um, they're still gonna have a lot of like rough edges around like the limbs when they move around. Like it's not going to be perfect, but you know, but they look nice, I think. So and they'll probably have some good expressions.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to be great. I think it's going to be really good. And yeah, I'm excited to record some stuff for you at some point whenever that allows. It should be sooner than later. But
anyway, we're getting a little off tangent, but
yeah, we are. Sorry.
so this is like a kind of like a mini podcast as well as a commentary. So yep, that was Return of Ganondorf. I think out of all of my old Flash movies, this one's kind of one of my favorites. Even though it is a parody, it's pretty unique. Like I didn't really get a chance to talk about this, but like just the idea of a straight parody is not always appealing to me. I usually need like a twist, and the twist with kind of Link not being a bad guy, but like a Ganondorf being a nice guy, and Link being suspicious of that and trying to catch him in the act is just like was just fun to do. And if it was just a straight like Zelda parody, no, I don't think it would have really held my interest as much.
No, I hear you. And like the little, I don't know, the way the universe is presented, it's hilarious. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a little self-aware, and it's just, I don't know, you don't have to think about it too much. You get right into it. And even if I don't know, a lot of people liked my Link voice, but even if you didn't like that, there was still so much cool stuff in there. And real girls doing voice acting, too. Real girls from 2003. Amazing.
Yep, so...
Did it end on that? Oh, God.
Yeah, on that. This is Joseph Blanchett, Luke de Ayora, and thanks for listening.
Yep, see you around on the internet.
Bye.
Bye.